Indy 500 qualifying did not go the way that I think anyone was expecting it to go today. Coming into the month of May, we had a number of really big stories to follow. First and foremost, last year at the Indy 500, Joseph Newgarden became the first driver in over 20 years to win back-to-back. And of course, we were kind of waiting to see if it was possible for him to three-peat. However, minutes before the Fast 12 took the track, Team Penske actually had their cars disqualified, and none of their drivers were allowed to run in the Fast 12, meaning that instead of fighting for pole, those drivers will now be lining up 10th, 11th, and 12th, which gives Newgarden a pretty big hill to climb if he wants to win this race again. But it does open the door for other drivers. One of those drivers is Pato O'Ward, who has come so close to winning this race 2 years in a row. And especially last year, it was a pretty neck-and-neck fight all the way to the end. Pato will be lining up on the front row third, and he'll be joined by two other history makers. On pole, we have Robert Schwartzman, who drives for Prema and is also a rookie this year. It makes him the first rookie driver in 43 years to take pole position at the Indy 500. And splitting the two of those drivers, we have Takuma Sato. He was the first Japanese driver to ever win the Indy 500, and he's done it twice. Sato previously won the Indy 500 in both 2017 and 2020, and last year he attempted to do that for the third time. However, he ended up finishing the Indy 500 last year 14th, so starting from second position and having that frontline start is a pretty big difference from last year. And I think one of the things about the Indy 500, about IndyCar in general, and especially about ovals, is that they can be so unpredictable like this. And especially with the Indy 500 specifically, we call it the greatest spectacle in racing. And also this race, we see people enter only for the 500. And so you do get to have these wild shake-up moments, with a back-to-back Indy 500 winner now having to fight his way through the field because he won't even get a chance to actually try to put it on pole. And we have this yearning from Pato O'Ward, who wants to finally win this race. If we just break down the front row, on pole you have Robert Schwartzman, a rookie who has never raced an oval in his life. Second, you have Takuma Sato, a two-time Indy 500 winner who just wants one more. And third, you have Pato O'Ward, a driver who's coming off one of the most emotional second-place finishes I've ever seen. And this is what I think makes the Indy 500 so exciting. The storytelling that we're going to see just from those front three: a newcomer, a veteran, and a driver who seems to always be stuck as the bridesmaid, with some of your most anticipated drivers, Colton Herta and Joseph Newgarden, much further down the field, which kind of means that the Indy 500 is anyone's race. And given that the crowd is completely sold out, it is a great year to tune in if you've never watched it. So I'd love to know, who are you rooting for? A rookie, a history-making veteran, or the driver who finally wants to earn that first place finish? Or are you rooting for someone down the field that you want to see have an incredible race? Let me know if you're tuning into the Indy 500, if this will be your first one, and who you want to see kiss those bricks.